Good evening, YouTube. This is your host, Tim Jordan, and welcome to Tim After Dark. The game I'm about to play is actually suggested by one of my best friends, and guess what? It is a dating simulation, and not just any dating simulation. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is a rare treat indeed. And here we go. Brought to you by KFC. I'm sorry. What? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, hello once again, my beautiful people. This is your host, Tim Jordan, and welcome to Tim After Dark. The game I'm about to play, and yes, you guys saw, is I Love You, Colonel. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, the finger-licking good dating simulator. And this game, believe it or not, was actually suggested by one of my best friends. And, well, actually make that two. Two of my best friends, Nick and Amina. Great shout out. Thank you for suggesting this game, and okay. Alright, everything's fine. Okay, good. And here goes nothing. And I have to say, the Colonel doesn't look half... Well, the Colonel certainly does have my hairstyle. Minus the bleach white. Welcome, Chef. Before we get started, tell us your name. What would be a good name? How about Bamfa? Oh, shoot. What would be a good name? How about... Not Bamfa. How about... No. You know what? Tinasaur. Here goes nothing. And yes, my alter ego, Tinasaur. But my friends call me Bamfa. Don't know how or why. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Oh. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in for a moment forever. Or you could just get up in the morning. Now! Your first day of a culinary school is no time to sleep in. You know what? I'd throw that sucker out the window. You slept through the school year and gave up on meeting the once in a lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel. Wow! Game over. Wow, it didn't give me much of a choice. Just one little thing. It changed the world. Okay, alright, you know what? Fine. I'll play by its rules. Yes, and I'm dreaming nothing of biscuits and chicken wings. And hey, it's K-pop. The... shoot, I forgot their names. Okay, smack that clock and up and at 'em. Laying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you on the prosperous University of the Cooking School Academy of Learning. Your mind begins to wander. You need to take this seriously, or allow yourself to daydream a bit and think about the future. Alright, fine. I'll take it seriously. I'd better be sure to get prepared for the first day. You brush through your morning list. Teeth equals brushed, hair equals combed, Dids equals Doro. You know what, whatever. Nothing can stop you now. You comfortably grab a biscuit, strides out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Yes, all carbs and no proteins. Staring in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, the Academy of Learning. Here comes your lifetime best friend forever, Marlene. Okay, Marlene. She's your typical anime girl. She is the most obviously awkward person you've ever met, and she absolutely... Okay, fine, you know what? We all agree that she is awkward, and we both agree with that. Good morning, Tinasaur. Good morning, Tinasaur. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Well, actually, because I'm sure, excited and a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What the? It's just that this morning, I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I didn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm not good? What if I fail? Aw, she begins to cry. Classic Miriam, raised by Master Chef parents. She's always held it. Okay, yeah, she holds herself to standards. Yeah, ever since we were babies playing together, she rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been very clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know, and you're going to do great. But the University of Cooking Academy of Learning, famous three-day only seminar. Man, you need to cheer up more. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catch up. Sweet girl, Maureen, always has the flair of the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped her tooth practicing on what? A mannequin? Yeah, I expect a hand or something. You should prep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief. Okay. Well, I've been around, but how do you chip your tooth while practicing your first kiss? Okay, fine. Hey, remember last month that you saw the fortune teller and had all our tarot cards read?
Hmm.
The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And I told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring a handsome fellow in a red suit? Oh my! Isn't she destined for great things? But the one thing I know about tarot cards, if it's flipped backwards, it's the polar opposite. Don't ask how I know. But I've waited so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Well, there is such thing as Tinder and Bumble, but hey, unless you wanted to spend money instead of going out in the real world. But hey, you know what? I prefer you go out and see the real world. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk to Marine up, you can feel a little nervousness begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything's gonna be okay after all. If not, at least I have those killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them up myself? I can certainly believe that. No, I can't believe it. Before you could say another word, you were rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraves measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! Well, hello. What do we have here? It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She gets anything she wants, and she knows it. Well, hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Tinosaur shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, I can't stand Ashley. Even her name sounds annoying. You know it for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she has to add extra letters to make her feel better about herself. Well, to be fair though, hey, nice long thick hair, and well, yep. Oh, hey, where was I? Oh yeah. If anyone here knows what perfect shins are, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your weird insults get to us. And across the quad, we see Ashley's best friend, Van the man, has stopped looking at his own reflection in the mirror, and his pants are so tight, you could actually you see him currently working out his glutes while styling his hair. No lie, they're rocking quad glutes. Van. Yo, you rang? You've never been sure what their agreement was, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Marine, but substantially more devious. Yeah, and look at this JoJo-looking reject. Especially with the star from Homestar Runner or, heaven forbid, Steven Universe. I can't believe that the University of Cooking Academy of Learning would even allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or they could hire us on as professors. Huh. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just no way to properly tell the two off, so you resist the urge. Well, I could think of some lovely looking vocabulary. One, I can't believe I'm saying this though, but you're fat and you look like a twat. Actually, wait, no. In a way. Oh, wait, let's get going, Miriam. Psst. See you later, losers. As you approach, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to you. Did this dude just fart? Dude, it was loud in my right ear. Oopsie. I thought it was broken. You reached forward and easily pulled the door open. That should do the trick. Why, I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name's Pop, and I was named after my Pop-Pop. He's old. He's a freaking boomer. And I thought that was a bad word. Now, could anyone like this also be a student at this school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob. But I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm a Transor, so... Are you going to make me hold this oral day? Nope. With that, the young man walks into the building ahead of us. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Girl. Man, you have such low standards. I think it's just you. We both shrugged our shoulders before following him into the building. Math class. I always hated learning about these things. Trivia. I was able to graduate high school with just a D+, but only because I didn't get a single F throughout the entire grade. True story. Okay, where was I? You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep to themselves chit-chatting. And a scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable. Oh, and his name is Sparkles. Now, settle down. Now, quiet down, everyone. Is this who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sparkle, the head instructor and the CEO of USC All. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Ruff. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the necessary necessities of fine dining. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to to rush around you, as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone closed the window. And then... Oh my god, it's me when I'm at 50 pounds lighter. Oh wait, he walks in. You immediately, you're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't our favorite student, Harlan. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sparkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he could finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed mutter rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders sits down at the errors of desks. Suddenly, the room is swelling. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you. And you're not entirely wrong. This is over for some sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the window back before fishing. How do you pronounce that? Fishing pots? Or, you know what? Whatever. Melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on a sec. No one talks to my friend that way. You two both know my name. You were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all this weird insults? Besides, when Tinosaur sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at look at that shimmer. You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. And yeah, I do apologize if I keep switching different voices and not 100% accurate. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, the Academy of Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world, the birthplace of culinary legends past and future. Most challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny foods. With all that said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and complete the Brom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor rousing speech. Oh, hi guys. I'm sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out there, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you, as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I'm finished. Let's get back to a lesson to your students. That tardiness is not acceptable. Even Clint made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. Man, I came from sound like a German, Irish, and a Spaniard. You turn it to the student Sparkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of a individual kitchen appliance. This is puzzles. The class bursts into laughter. Old clock, you're asking. Sparkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a huge sniff, a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based from what I picked up here, you'll definitely need multivitamins. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never seen a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sparkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decided to try to butter. Okay. What treat should I use? A rubber ball? A beef treat? Nah, you know what? I'll just go with chicken. Okay, you reach in, you give his favorite. Of course it is, it's KFC. What do you want? Well. I thought that there might be some competition for the new star students. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slack with the coating of a warm doggy drool. Oh, he just licked your hand to eat the treat. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay not to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying the range of dog treat flavors of them all at all times. Settle down, young students. Take your seats and be prepared to have your mind open to amazing possibilities of culinary creations. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seat, you're left standing at the front of the class. Only two opinions remain. Hey, Tinasaur! There's a seat here! It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. Two good opinions. Who should I sit with? Okay. Should I behave like everybody else and sit next to the Colonel? Or should I stick with my best friend? Yeah. I've known her since I was in kindergarten, but it's the Colonel, man. You say no to the Colonel. You don't say no to the Colonel. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he has brought no books, or pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. Okay. This is Morris. Let's see how this sounds. I've only had two rules in life. Do all that you can, and do it to the best you can. It's the only way you could have ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic, topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes the announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Yay, a pop quiz about me! You egotistic. This incredibly important and surprising short quiz will tell you if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes the first question. Lesson 1. If train A is traveling at point B and train B is traveling to the point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Depends. Doesn't matter at all? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. A forest is to a tree as chicken is to a feather? That's right. What is the most efficient way of eating utensil ever created? A comedically sized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork? That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat? A pancake with a funny-looking face? Yeah, that's if you would do that to your kid, like if he or she had just had a bad day, needed cheering up that morning. Camel meat? Definitely not. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That's correct. Is Sparkles a good boy? You know what? I'm gonna go against the system, so I'll say no. That's wrong. He is nothing but the best. Your total score is 4 out of 5. Only one wrong, not too shabby. You might do all right, kid. Actually, wait, no. You look up and see that Colonel Sanders is watching you. Tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be also as serious about eating. Stuart Cafe. A delicious fragrance whiffs through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Weird student? Everyone. Now, can I have your attention? You know what? He'll be Keanu Reeves. Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. Whoa. You see, I was, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, but I was, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh! Lunch! She said, shh. Okay. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
Aha!
That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. That smelly smell. That smells smelly. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? This is... Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket over his head. The contents glitter in the lights. Piled high are large pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. I'm sorry. I'm falling heads over heels for okay, you know what? I'll see where this goes. Okay. It makes you feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if it's to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculations, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's not all I have to say about that.
What? You think your secret recipe? You think we want your secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting at last will and testament in case upon one of those ingredients is poison. You get me?
Man, this dude reminds me of my best friend Dex so much. With a hint of one in it, too. Also a good friend. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Dude, if that was a joke, that was so bad I nearly pissed myself. You waited to see what zinger Ashling has prepared it to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and all I have to just read in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Oh. From being... You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take this.
Whoa, hold on, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite. His eyes grow wide. He begins contracting his face as he was trying to hold it back his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow students, dig in. You take the pieces of fried chicken out of this basket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transported you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in hand, you float weightlessly. Okay, focus your mind and meditate on this. Try to identify every flavor. Swim through the light. Savor the moment and everything that says about that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' heart. You know what? I don't know. I'll do this instead. The flavors in your mouths are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops at what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a sec. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. An idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me a fortune, establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No idea. No deal. No big deal. And where did he get that stuff in the first place? It's just that you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. Whoa. Wow, look at the face on that colonel. Whoa, what's the rush? The semester is just getting started. We've got, let's see here, 2 more whole days so to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it to me, give it up easily. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure that you're truly alone, and then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but I can't tell you. I used white space. It's something my great-great-grandmother taught me. Beep. Wow, you've never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. While you were wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared, while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you've got big plans. I dare to say, the biggest.
I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you'd figure out now at the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nod to him to show your restraint, wow him with the big idea to add extra recipe. Be mindful but thoughtful, modest and thoughtful, but thoughtful. I don't know. Wow, he actually likes that. Well, I just wanted to tell him that I really enjoyed his meal. Now you got his attention. The flavors were so complex, but comforting. The interplay between the salty, the savory, and the peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Tina saw. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. My. Well, it certainly is a fancy kitchen class, that's for sure. You step in to the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lessons will take place. Each student that gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a minute. Oh no! Where we have to show our stuff. What if I blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe a kiss to the crowds of fans. You're going to earn it with your signature, adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lessons, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Normally, Marina looks over to me, but unable to control yourself. We're pounds on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel. Would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two? That is, you and me. If that wasn't clear. Wow. Going on a little strong there. Hey, you can't really fall in love with someone you just met on the first day, but hey, this is This is kind of like anime for you. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, Red Tinosaur. I'll prepare our stations. Without you as a partner, Marina is left all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Aww. Hello, new partner. Beep. Oh my. Two were potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friends' duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price that you pay for not wanting to be alone forever. So who do you want to be Marina's partner? She did say that she did find this sucker here cute. Yeah, but he looks more like a boy, like some overly grown child. And this robot, he certainly has forms of integrity, always showing up on time, but hey, you know what? Instead of Clank, you're teaming up with this sucker. Sorry, Clint. I think Marine will be partying it with Pop today. Oh, there goes Baymax. Papa gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Marine.
I'm a chef now!
He holds out a banana and without peeling, proudly eats the entire... Oh, I'm so sorry. Why did I choose him? I should have gone with a robot. But why? I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to it. Well, change your choice now. Oh dear. Okay. Now it's time to focus on your cooking. All right, you two. For today's lessons, we're going to make it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide it up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You'll get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak seems easy, fancy, but you don't even need to cook it. The octopus that will blow his mind. You know what? I'll just go with this one. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking that we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes
And gravy.
I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, casting your whole face said to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please. Let me. Picking a perfect produce is a passion of mine.
Looks like things is getting fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on the chef? Oh, Colonel Sanders. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business, you thought. Yes, if she breathes, she's a thought. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better get your fingers off of my man.
Yeah. Did someone call in for me? That's just putting more hairspray and cologne, bra.
No, geez, Batman. Well, I was coming over here crushing Nathenosaurus' dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal. Remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms filled with peeled potatoes. He tosses them into a boiling water and turns his attention to you, your old friend. And oh, look at him. Rejected. He got in the friend zone. Oh, howdy, Ashley. Van. Are we cooking in a chorus instead of a duet. Actually, no. It looks like Theresa was struggling, so we offered it to give them a hand. So you know how it is. These young amateur students need a lot of motivating.
I was gonna say that, Colonel Sanders. Maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy foods. Maybe someday. I might be able to get up. You might be able to get on my level. Doubt it.
Don't be so rude, Bad Band. Personally, I have no doubt, whosoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to corset creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Oh, winky face. I dig that.
But Colonel.
Actually, wait, no. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might be able to be a better partner for you than this thing. What? That has positioned itself in your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast a complementary shadow? We live together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Well, you know what? No comment. No comment. Man, nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear: she's coming for the Colonel. If you don't watch out, as she is really going at you hard, you needed to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to the Colonel. Punks are punks in your time of need. Turn into a Marine. Your favorite bestie who's always got your back. Who do I choose? You know what? I'm choosing my best friend. You turn into a Marine, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girlfriend and need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. So somebody's threatening my friend?
I will destroy them. WrestleMania, brother. See you in TNT.
I actually thought that Aisling and Van Van were leaving. Leaving you in the dust. Vis-a-vis my students as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from the competition, you are sorely mistaken. Marie,
you're a loyal friend, but
the Timosaur is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sparkles in hopes that he might be able to step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis in their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tenth of the moment, your hands have been cooking in the autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamed mashed potato with plenty of butter and cream flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you knew so well while your attention was somewhere else. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white
porcelain and gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smoothing your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. And hey, you know what? Hey, to be fair, I'm actually not that bad of a cook. And yes, my grandmother is very proud of me. True story though. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it. But he didn't immediately let go. The two of you stand now holding the same spork, and for that moment, of all the madness and the pressures of this crazy world stops. Your eyes locked. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping spoon, a sporkful up. When you see Aisling with a sinister look, more like she's giving me the winky face, you know she's plotting against you to be with the Colonel. And then, filled with rage, without thinking, you flung at the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashy's stupid, beautiful, plastic surgery face. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van treats the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realized it was delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there. We're dinosaurs. We do not raise food in the ballroom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I was expecting better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat from world lands. Can I has a potato friend? This stupid oh, it's so bad, but I'm liking this pop dude. Van now rushes back over. He covered the dish in his hand. Whoa! This is definitely something what Bizarre Adventures of JoJo would have. Yeah, mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic. In a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my spectacular bathed tentacles of an octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Yeehaw! Damu! Whoa! You've ignored me for a long time. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting soon rushes at Pan and sweeps a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! as he says in slow motion. Something about this dish doesn't seem to strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and it might be turned in the process. The result could be toxic. It was too late. It has been. Think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. Whoa. I'm so wooden. Wow. It killed him. Everyone stand back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Papa winces in pain for just a moment, and then is suddenly immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison! The entire classroom has gathered to watch a final moment. The shock has frozen the entire crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The classroom rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It appears that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite oblivious danger, is what colorated him against poisons of all kinds. Okay, you know what? Okay, if they're not going to take this seriously, you know what? Neither am I with the reading. So basically, this kid has a high immunity to poisons. Okay. Must have a... He certainly has the metanitis thing. I'm not sure where the professors here have enough money. Hello. I, just turned into a ghost. Over here. Seeing that you were shaken up by the really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You followed Colonel Sanders out the room. At night, the school building has taken a new vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you've made today. Before you go on, I wanted to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I don't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminds me why I'm so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is choking up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now it might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Tinosaur? There's something that I need to tell you.
Aha!
Hold it right there, criminal scum. There's something I needed to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be able to be the greatest chef that the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, non-stop, never resting. And also lifting a lot of weights. Like so many weights, brother.
We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls might grant them like wishes floating upon a shooting star.
Hey, you shut up. I'm the one here we're saying the influential stuff and to be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him. We were talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
Oh, the sport monster is here to fight a hero? What? Dude, this is turning into a Joe Bizarre Adventures.
I think I left the fridge open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten him? But just as I was letting my guard down and connecting with another chef on an emotional level.
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me. I'm a monster. See?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is he just as a consistent point? But before you could discuss syntax any further, it's a turn Alright, this turned into an RPG. What will you do? I will attack. You decide to go on for the attack. What attack will you use? Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. It just... What? It just got real. That attack really upset Sport Monster. Sport Monster goes on the attack. He spits hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with Love does 1 damage. Sport Monster won't forget this. Sport Monster's feeling threatened by your attack.
Sport Monster focuses at their mashed minds and draw energy from Mother Earth itself.
They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I'll go on for the attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with Love. Cook okay. Are they being serious? It's 1 damage. Whatever at this rate the semester would be over before this fight does. The Sport Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on for the attack once more. Oh! Ultra Tensile. 2 damage from the attack. If you take too much damage, you won't be able to survive. I'll defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Whatever that is. You curl up into a ball. I'm not cut out for this. Feeling vulnerable, the monster begins to prepare for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge.
Vile villain, your reign... No. Vile villain, your reign of terror ends here.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens.
What? Why power punch?
Hot power pie pinch does 10 damage. Sport Monster's defeated. You saved me. An injured sport monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him, or spare this wretched beast. You know what? I don't want to kill him off because, who knows? I want to see him again. And so far, this is pretty fun. Spare the wretched beast. You managed to tramp off your disgust at the sight of the really monster long enough to realize he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast! And don't you dare come back for a follow-up counter tomorrow.
I won't forget this. And I'm certainly I won't be back.
The sport monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left in a special item. It appeared at first to be a cookbook, but upon a closer inspection, it was so much more. A book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name that was signed was Borko. Borko. That name does sound strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fell asleep. He might have helped you get home if you're tired. In your tired state, you didn't even know if you could have made it without him. What a guy! You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Oh, I see how it is. Good night, my colonel. Oh my. So, in your dream, you're together with Colonel. For some reason, Sparkles is also there too, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. What? Okay, that was weird. You awoke on day 2 and attempted to process the wild visions you had, the memories or premonitions. And then there are the secret ingredients that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he always trusts you. He already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you could tell her about the encounter of the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, well, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop. Like him? Or like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him.
we've got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kind of stories about Colonel Sanders. I don't know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3. Not only that, but he founded a very special unit of super soldiers who all wore the same hat just because he had put on the hat on one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, it might be the best if we take it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend at the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning. You're a thing, right? We definitely connected yesterday. Ha 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 ha! Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be with you? I guess. Laughing at the implication that you and Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he isn't into you, why did he tell you the one of the secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, just like what I said, in a secret ingredient. Isn't there a dramatic echo in here? Marim seems to make sure that you are alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me about all of his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petal, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. Actually, wait a minute. Wait, the Colonel met this chick before? Okay, fine, Miriam. That's her name. My bad. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, I cooked with them a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would have loved to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I know, the one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be of much use to anyone. Cough, Pablo, cough. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has ever Oh, come on now. Nothing came from you or the Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret, or share it with your best buddy? Tell her the secret ingredient. I hate to do this, but you know what? Hey, if it was one of my best friends. Okay, if I tell you, it has to stay top secret. Miriam nods furiously. He told me that he used beep. Never would have guessed so that, would you? Her eyes lit up imagining such a thing, and you figured that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turned around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you didn't see. Miriam, you idiot! Before you could ask her, she's definitely not texting secrets to other people. You're interrupted. A wind note rushes in. Cherry blooms fills the air. It's the Colonel. He's arriving at school. Okay, run to him or admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismantling with a flush. And then he slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. So is that his horse or another person's horse? You are so struck up by the sight of him, you've lost the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry. He knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but words didn't come out exactly right. What a horsefully beaut you have. I mean, what a beautifully horse beaut you have. Dang it! That's exactly what I wanted to say. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Tina saw. Just got nervous around people they like. What? This isn't helping. I mean, they've got food poisoning. We wrapped up all last night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if situation handled. Can't blame the girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashling and Van Van. Are they doing something bad? By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Counterfeiting recipes is bad. Experimenting with the restricted ingredients, bad. Summon a demon, bad. Of course it's bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mine your own beeswax?
act like them for not being interested in them, but in reality, you're trying to get a closer look. Tell them to stop being acting immature. Okay. You immediately you address the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. And you're the emperor of cooking now, aren't you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you'd know what a good meal is if it ain't you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes finance.
And it doesn't hurt to be a little evil.
You finally got a look at what it was they were hiding, and you immediately recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. And that's the same book I found last night in the quad. Aisling immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and the contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Papa pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as if they're trying to, as he tries to catch them with his mouths. What are they doing to this kid? And dude, you're humorous, but you're as bad as Ralph from The Simpsons. We're playing! Hee. Ugh. Dude, even trying to come up with a voice for him is pretty annoying. Before you could dig in any... Clint must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty feet.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of boats!
You watch how you're talking to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer.
No, your mother was a sand mixer.
Oh, sounds like Baymax is about to whoop a can. Van jumps to attack Clint, but Clint shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are all about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. But I'm not interested in any of them. Aishling's tone completely changed for an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this must be a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I might help you with your business plan. Just then, Sparkle arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all over town, and my tiny feet are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry belly, and he loves it. After he catches a breath, Sparkles regains control of the classroom. So, without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You wanted to pay attention to the class. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who was the first to sign their name. But you couldn't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you missed most of the important parts. Hey, what can I say? This guy is a lot like me. Hey, we have a turned-up personality. When you come to where Sparkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Tinasaur. And yeah, Tinasaur is French. What do you want? Naturally, this appeals to you through a simple platter. Which ingredient do you want to sample? A glass of water, a dog biscuit, or a shimmering pepper? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the others. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body wasn't prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered the instant spice hallucination. It feels like forever, your trip through the universe. My friend! Ooh! Oh, this guy again. I'm here to bring you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death. And fulfill your destiny. Well, I'm offered to play John Wick 5. But it's me as a ghost. And all that you must do is... I was gonna say, fulfill your destiny. All you have to do is... Sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through. Cough. To fulfill the prophecy. Cough, cough. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You came to and find everyone staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay more. Oh, what? What? Then why would you bring the last pepper to school if it's the last thing? Or at least made some spares in the back. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. I think I should have gone with water. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared
via timer, my competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics of the two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time, step out and say, you're on. You know what? Is anything a competition with you two?
Yes.
Yes. Well, won't be me. I'm on a personal journey to learn to love. Learn how to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to consistently battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres across. Don't you have some portable monsters to catch us? You're making a Pokemon or a Digimon reference, aren't you? Some portable monsters. I need to eat if I'm going to have energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of becoming a master chef. How are any of us supposed to do anything if we consistently, fending off challenges from every know-it-all within. Wait, are you supporting me or not? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. To Tina saw, but you should have too. It will give you energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. Wow. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's impressive. And you know what? That actually looks really good. Yeah, I can make really good grilled cheese, believe it or not. Heck, I've done that when I was in the 5th and 6th grade, when I moved to Virginia. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down, and a tartlet for dessert. It only took you 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed to for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough today. Let's battle. Just as things were reaching a boiling point, Sparkle steps in. Surely, he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, the students, settle down. This is a lunchroom. This is not a spotting cot.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a little sigh of relief.
At least, not until we turn on the timer.
Just then, a huge red light blasts in front of your face, flashing timer ready. What? I'm just trying to do the fine. You know what? Here on out, I'm gonna make choices I normally won't do. Okay? You know what? Even if it's wrong, screw it. That's what I'm talking about. Aru? I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best the best of them.
Best believe it.
Like a diamond, I form under pressure, and now for my chance to shine.
I'll defeat you myself.
You has his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you got and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs out, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Until you turn the heat on. That's right. Wow, I just picked that off the bat. That's right. But how would you have gotten into school without knowing that, right? The winner gets the rub of my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. Yes, Fluffy. I'd pet your belly. You're going to need the season of the chicken before you cook. You don't want Colonel Sanders' recipe to know, so you have an idea. How many recipes did he say he'd use? That's wrong. I've seen I've seen schnauzers with better sense than that, and that makes your kind no less. Now with that, you've got some basic steps going. It's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind do you prefer? That's wrong? I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never for the right time to do some dog jokes. Next, what question? What? Your classrooms are rooting for you, but Ashling is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his habit and draw energy from that place. The rest of energy and where it come from. That's right. This is your shot. And you're not going to miss it. Aru! You try to shut off the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? That's wrong? Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yep. Okay, you know what? I'll try that again. Okay. Yada yada yada. Okay, you know what? You step in and say, it's on. I'm not a fool. You're the fool. The fool. Good thing, Van Van. I like your your gummitation. I'll be watching your performance. Oh, he likes that. Just as things was reaching to a boiling point. Yada yada yada. Timer ready. Okay. Skipping, yada yada yada. Okay. It's on Mitch. Colonel Sanders, my man. What? Get your head in the game. Okay, seasoning 7. That's wrong. Okay, gratitude? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you want to succeed in life. Your classroom's written for you, but Ashley is stronger and faster. Ever since you were a child. In a small town. Okay. Sizzling. Wait, what? Is this the end? Are you kidding me? Okay, you know what? Okay, I figured it out now. Okay, yada yada yada. And Colonel Sanders loves this. Okay, this is how we're gonna do this.
Okay, that's correct. Okay, that's wrong. Gratitude. Yes. In a small town of Yelm. And funny thing, I grew up in a small town of Yelm. And since then, that was my dream of becoming. Wait, what? Next question. You notice that Colonel Sanders is out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Theresa. He's actually cheering you on, which is awesome, except that knowing he's watching you, it makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you think about is that Colonel Sanders riding on that majestic, beautiful horse. Oh shoot. Grr! You're stranded on an island with only one dessert book. What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Should you be focusing on the challenge? You're falling behind the girl. What? What does that have to do with creating a spectacular chicken in that? Woof. You're really struggling behind. After the next session is over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the town gasps. Yeek. I know you love nothing more than seeing your fellow accomplice something's sacrificing. Okay, you know what? No. You might think things are out of hands, but Dinosaur does, and a good chef needs to be in touch with the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it all mixes. Theresa, no! But it was it. What? Did I just break my hands? But you weren't fast enough and your hands get stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickest spinning at betters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle's over. Well, you know what? From what I've seen, you know what? If I could, I'd date this girl. Anyways, it can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No. It won't be fair to compare the two on the account of Tinasaur's injuries. You see Sparkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he looks onto the dish. But I suppose that you could at least tell us what you've prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped right into the dessert.
Under the white chocolate dome, but you'll find a wide variety of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Tinasaur to do the honors, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of the delight of a delicate hot chocolate sauce might be a little difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you don't mind lending me your strong, sturdy hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Whoa! Okay, that's impressive. A good-looking girl, the type who has a very, fierce, fiery passion, and yeah. And she can cook too. And hey, since I know how to cook, that actually looks really awesome and delicious. I can't believe I'm saying this though, but a little vanilla though, but Sanders, pick Ashley. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese corset atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jell. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued but probably not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. Come on, man. Look at that. She wants you. As he places the salsa-covered lip into his mouth, Aisling leans over and whispers something into his ears. A dab of chocolate stuck to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between. You know what? Yoink! You reached out for your apron to wipe the chocolate off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just for a fashion statement. It's also functional. I was savoring that flavor for later. What? What is this? What? So where is he gonna put that? Okay. What? I have to start all over again? Are you kidding me? Okay. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Yada yada yada. Okay. 10 degrees Celsius. That's correct. Okay. That's right. You may not know the recipe, but you got it right. Tail wags. Generosity. That's correct. Yes. In a small town where big dreams come alive. Sicily. Wait, what? next. I believe in you with changing wedding. Yada yada yada. And I just literally broke my hand. And that right there, I will have to say, that actually looks really delicious. Seriously, dude. She is a good choice for you. I know maybe, a couple of years, off though. Just a couple, not a whole lot, but... Bruh. You're messing with a good thing here. You know what? Fine, I'll put this here. Your anger burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch on fire and turn into ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, probably forever. Embarrassed and ashamed of your poor performance, not to mention your crispy, fried brow, you run for the quarter to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a raging storm. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell me that he and Aisling are in love and decide to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding, just because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Now, just from the distracted loss, and from that run-in with the mixer, and that small fire, we should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. But failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you stand before you, I mean. Enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. But, actually no, I should do this more emotional. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as a you know what? Whatever that is. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock. I even failed at mule handler. Oh no, mule handler. Okay. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be cruel. So cruel. I didn't know. People sees my, let me rephrase that. People sees my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it always wasn't. Well, it wasn't always been. sounds like this guy really needs a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No matter of hours, labor, or money would it deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crispy white shirt can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that would bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Hey, you know what? You and me too both, Sanders. Hey, I try to do other stuff too, but when it comes to acting, I just feel the most happy and joy, and I want to be the most successful A-list of all time. So you know what, Sanders? We are definitely alike in common. Well, minus the hair and being a chicken restaurant.
Yeah.
Just for your moment grows imminent, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. A battle scared from the night before, and you prepared for the worst. It's the Spork monster. Borko?
It is I. I know I said I won't be back here written after the whole fight to the death thing. Maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulders. What's the problem?
Mate? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad that there's no hard feelings. Just getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rival a person up. I also wanted to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong and you're in the cooking school can put a person under stress. I especially used to go to the school. I wasn't always the Spork monster you see.
I don't believe it. You were once human?
No. I was a golden retriever, but I was a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook.
Actually, wait, no, a magic spellbook? Oh, I almost had turned into the thing for a moment.
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somehow along the way, I lost it. If you have found such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and you shouldn't rely on such dark, even evil magic. No. You should protect the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there were some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Dinosaur. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. A personal invite? I can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home would be like. It sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It feels like you live in such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. A long time ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of yours lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying out the right balance of flavors and texture. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perked up as he started to wonder what dish you might be discussing. It might to par with something spicy or crunchy, perhaps both. Perhaps. Now that you got him right, where you want him, you want to reveal your new creation or keep it to yourself? Hey, you know what? He revealed his secret. I'll reveal mine. You decided that you're alright as you'll ever be yet to share your original recipe with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive into your head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistened in the light of Colonel Sanders' Rex eyeball. Magnificent! Together, you jump down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. And look at that, he's so emotional. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste longer. Think back to this moment. You could offer him more, but he seems to be a sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to start snooping. Around the room are various items that you look closer. Each item seems to emanate memories and emotions. Tap on the discoveries more of the Colonel. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the room from the goatee and mustache combo he sports. You figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or that's just or maybe it's a drumstick he seems to be waving around like a rattler. Who frames a baby picture of themselves? Probably some type of person who would make their face the logo of a company they founded. All right. Okay, let's see. Wait. One of the framed pictures shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They're holding a fried They're not holding drumsticks. They hold it and appear to be seriously. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Oh, a scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar. A piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of For 69? No. It's one of the secret recipe. One of the recipe ingredients. It's on the tap on the item to know more about the Colonel. You open the door to Colonel's closet, and there's a row of his signature white shirt, of his white suits hanging within. You take out one of them off and try it on. The jacket is a little big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual, but he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You're cold? You decide if I'm... Okay, fess up and tell the truth. You tell him you're cold. You tell him I'm cold. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just a little cold and I thought might warm up a little. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots closer to the couch. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. The final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be homesteading. Overwhelmed that you take the jacket off and ran out the door, but the thought of leaving the Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Dinosaur? I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. Hey, you know what? Good for you, man. Hey, anytime I try to, it's good to not rush. Just settle down. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence. Whoa! Again! Okay, you know what? Now, this view right here. Now, this is exactly what my dream house should be like. See a mountain range, some forest, and a lake so blue that it makes the sky look pale in comparison. And you awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how you responded to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the secret ingredients you learned, and some isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, who will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders enters into the room. He's holding a glorious plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just wrapped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say we're the perfect match? Oh, Colonel, how presumptuous. my cruise in your taste buds. That is, in such confidence and grace, could he be the world's a gift to culinary? I flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A simple tear where it begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I cannot fail. Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It just happened so quickly. Overcome with emotions and confused about your emotions. You're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you could find is to run out the door and begin home. There's still one day more of school. Actually, sorry, I was thinking of Les Mis. One day more of school. After all, the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning awaits for no one. You get home but to find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I can't find you. I got worried that something that had happened to you. It's okay. But now it turns out you're fine. I can really get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I have been partnered with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I said you'd better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that type of girl. But I was interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know him, so I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite Shosh house, and things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say Shosh house? As if that's the thing people say? Okay, you know what? Miriam, what is the little pipsqueak referring to now? And now I'm not sure where we stand. You didn't give Miriam the chance to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up details of your last night was just too much to bear. I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzoo! Together with your bestie, you feel like you could do anything. When the school arrives, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You could tell from a distance that they're picking on a Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Kid, how old are you? Seriously, no. I'm serious. How old is this? How old is Pop? For real. He cannot be this idiot. Definitely not. He looks like Dex and Juan if they had a kid and took a lot of workouts. And for her, Okay, she certainly has the face of, okay, yeah, she looks like she could be from Team Rocket.
Oh, it's great. I'll order some for you right now.
I'll have my, You stupid idiot! I'll have my swirling with sprinkles? Please? Sparkles is a dog and a treat? You can get your swirly dipped too? You know what? I'm starting to think you should hook up with Sanders, but you know what? You know what? No, I'm done with you. I'm done with you, woman. He doesn't deserve you. You're just encouraging the idiot. I had high hopes for you. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person in the school.
There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides on, but who would dare to pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature? Oh, okay, she likes animals. Okay. She likes horses. Fine. At least she has some form of redeeming qualities. Fine.
You've got some nerves, Venusaur. Suggesting that I pick on the defenseless horse.
Now you trip. Okay, this dude's an idiot. If you're secretly, a good friend, you know what? I might put in a good word for the Colonel. Okay. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday of the mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Don't you look... Hey, doesn't it look like you kind of go on cooking with that? Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Never! And Colonel Sander arrives, just as things are starting to boil over. A naturally intuitive person, he sensed that something has been going on. Is everyone okay, gotta get to my voice. Okay. Is everyone excited? Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Venusaur, how is that hand feeling? I'm sure he'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aww. Aren't you concerned about my hand, Colonel? Yesterday I broke a nail winning so hard. You know what? Cute face, great hair, perfect body, but you know what? Just like the Colonel, I'm not buying that crap. So you know what? You lost Colonel points. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he complimenting? What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? I'm with you here. I'm with you here, man. I'm so with you. I'm freaking out too. I'm a little nervous too. Girl, don't be weak. Don't be doing the winky eye. it was clear. It was clear that it's clear that you're passionate about how you cook your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, dinosaur. I'm more than capable of speaking for myself. Actually, wait. I thought that was Ashley. Shoot. I think I'm. Hey, don't worry about this. I got this handled. Okay, that's better now. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. You know what? I'm starting to get a little annoyed by her too. I'm always interested in the discussion, in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, dinosaur. Ooh! You know what? My boy. You made the right call. Annoyed by your Colonel's inability to see Ashley for who you know is who she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered from yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, what's that book? Looks like it's bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear that some sort of grimoire, but you don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time you know what? Fine. Basically, reading a book, if it was even that powerful. I think of one surefire way to find out. Who says surefire? Seriously. Hey, I'm doing the best I can, so don't be looking at me, woman. You open the page to cover it with a cone of okay, let me do this a little bit more dramatic. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Casting only in case of an extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use the spell here, which is to erase anyone's memory I choose from my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would possibly help me to focus better on the final exam. That is so drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times calls for drastic measures. You've got come on now. Yes, I get it. Mad, your career versus your one true love. Can't believe I'm saying this though, but don't do it. You've got the memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast the forbidden spell. Don't do it. You know what? You took your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sparkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his throat to make a quick announcement. Okay. Okay. I wanted you all to know I feel something like a dog moment is coming on. But I'm sure where it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute nose stretches out and begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach out for some old homework for her. No. You know what? No. I'll go with this. Sparkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly quiet. You follow his gaze. You see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sparkles turns foul and runs out the window of the classroom and begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Boy! Okay.
Terrence!
Actually, wait.
Terrence! I told you to never come here again, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. Ah!
Sparkles is barking fiercely, drooling flying out of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he didn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Okay, you'd better not show your face, Okay. You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here again. Ever again. After Sparkles is satisfied at that the presence has been felt not only Terrence but any other squirrels in listening distance, he turns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outsweat. This actually brings back a very important point. Thank you, Tina Sorf, for reminding me to dull this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before you can go on, Miriam's love drama spills all over into the class. Sparkles interrupts by. No. Sorry, Miriam. Don't want to hear your love life. I told you I'd save it after class. But I miss you. Aw. We went out on one date, Pop, and how could you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go... Every time you blink, you go away. That is one of the most cringe... This dude's an idiot. I don't know whether to say it's disgustingly adorable or cringely adorable. That's really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble, and now I made her mad. I didn't just get into trouble, I got yelled at by Pop's mom, who blamed me for getting him banned from every museum he set his foot in. Oh, is that what you meant by Sosh House? Pop, we went out on one date. We're over. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Oh my golly god. Too hurt to go on arguing, Papa leaves his creation behind and runs out of the classroom. Boy. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pale all over to it. You know what? I don't even know how to describe this. No, I mean seriously. What do I say to this? Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you've got it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think about your starting competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Aw, hey Miriam. Are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in the class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even in the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm saying it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you are gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane into Success City. Miriam brights up, imagining the wind is now rushing through her short veins, but hesitates to embrace the feelings all in the way. You're not going to settle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Yeah, of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone you meet today, or tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? Hey, there's always next year. You're a special person who doesn't need to settle for the first person who shows a little interest. Anyhow, Miriam gives you a big hug. and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you have a better idea on how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of strength, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants of Von the supposed madman and his eviler counterpart, Ashling. As they planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipe you've been working on. Tinasaur. Tinasaur's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you are able to quickly get a fresh pot pie, in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Tinasaur, what are you doing here? There is still time before the final exam. Oh, it's just taking it all in. I'm big in visualizing success. I'm looking for my station and picturing victory. The pot pie begins to cook, and the smell slowly filling up the space between you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping that you were here to cook something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with someone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get into your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decided that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick with. The timer goes off. Ignore it like nothing's happened. Fess up about, you know what, I'll do it. Okay, you've got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less than such an oddly specific fellow. Hey, to be fair, hey, it's good to have different quirks. You know it was a pot pie, just from that smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, it's burning. No, I can tell that it was made with a heaping help of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Actually, wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved the country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sparkles lays on the ground.
There are no rules.
This is it.
expect to cook with everything you've got.
Okay. You stepped up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decided that mac and cheese plus pot pie you'd been practicing is just the dish that'll push you to the edge of victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Aisling are preparing wildly abstract dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of Twizzlers. She's definitely prepared to go big and going small. And Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices. But he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original copyright fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts wait, that's an error. That's a writing error right here. No. Okay, it starts at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is actually getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as they levitate through the air.
Egg wash!
Miriam fiercely injects ingredients into her itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend at Bastard Blaster! Van flexes his No. You know what? Not even worth it.
Let's rockin' load, prod.
Aisling scoops her pastries out of the tray with lightning speed. Shallow person naturally spatula. Even Clank is on it too. Five dial pressure point chicken and cooking technique. But when did Clank learn to speak English? It is singularity, yeah, as foretold. We mustn't let that happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs a Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you girl, what are you looking at? As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Aisling has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got the book of your own, and you're desperate not to let her see or win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to win magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly for evil? You know what? Last time we did that, we're gonna do it the hard way. Giggity. Who needs magic when you got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink across the room. I believe in you, Tina Sar. Okay, you know what?
I think I'm a half dinosaur. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Tina Sar. Ever since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to take notice that Miriam is in your station, cheering it for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here chewing, who is cooking? Tiny food, tiny cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, bud. Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, neither of you knew that Colonel Sanders made the first ingredient up by throw you off the trail of his recipe. Oh, you clever you. You were never gonna tell, aren't you, Colonel? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begins to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and that conjures before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve, the spork monster.
Steve, wait. What happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, aren't you?
We spork monsters are many things. I think Borko had a day off. But I have conjured Steve, and I hate to do battle, so I say you're doing alright. But hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills already impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monsters noticed that you've got a grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisis crosses some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles into the pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually, When I was, when I was just a little spork puff back in the old country.
Wait, what?
A spork puff?
You can actually feel Spork Monster whirling up to tell a very long and included story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it's very lonely there.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should.
Hey, actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the sands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster Academy that I had to fallen asleep during the scare tactic class, and when I woke up,
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind. Talk to you later. Good luck.
Having suffered the setback, you don't know how you could have won. No, it's not within my nature to give up, so you know what?
You summon extra power from deep within yourself.
I can do this. I have to take this. I have but what it takes, and I'm here to win. Your hair, where it turns Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been prepared my entire life for. Yes, Zetinosaur, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Whoa. The power you've been summoning fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. Okay. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been prepared my entire life for this moment. I will show the world my kitchenery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy flowing through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except for that timer, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear dinosaur. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Inspired by your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right next to you. I'm here to help. All of you manage to make his mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're really gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What'll happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolded a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever set your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have a surprising effect that suppresses their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, class. With time expired, it was the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems that we were missing some students. Pop, Craig. From off a screen, you hear where pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Whee! I'm flying! It sounds like he's coming from that broom closet out there. Miriam, do you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging from a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. I should have hooked up Miriam with a robot. Poopa, get down from there right now. Let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a waddle, who am I to refuse?
Actually, wait, no, a wedgie. Shoot. I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Papa was eliminated from the challenge. Seeing Harry doesn't even cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Oh Lord, yes. Get out. Your kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in ULC all the history. But it's not exactly history book material. Oh, wait a sec. Planks? Clanks. Where's that fresher cooker row off to? You wait to hear the signature rear or beep or after whatever robot noise is, but nothing. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll all have to figure that one out later. That'll leave only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final project. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days. But after days of hard work, and the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, please, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in a survey bowl, in a savory bowl. By the words, it is so delicate. It's a teeny tiny Naruto make I spied afloat. In that it's sheer petite boule. Yes, chef.
Please call me Sparkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sparkles, and here's some green tea made from baby green leaves I picked up myself. Sparkle quickly sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth, and just as the tip of his pink dog tongue dips into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. It's not, I'm not one of those dogs that doesn't flush. I even really have a cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all myself. And with a flush, the entire meal was devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A plus. Well, really, do I taste a dish with such love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Tina for helping me believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now describe this dish.
Yeah, I made Yuri over for smooth egg cut in an axe heated urchin shell topped with curry. Did you skewer one of those urchins with spikes from the second different colors of sea urchins? Yeah, Sparkle.
That fits much, don't you think?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. A bit much is bread. Doesn't it look cool? Sparkle leans in to sniff the... is it uni or uni? I'll call it Urni.
uni. Okay. Sparkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose closed on the count of all the spikes. He begins to pull at it erratically, causing the curd to slosh around.
Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. My cuisine, I mean.
Yes, I get it. I shouldn't have said cruisin'. I thought it said cruisin' when it should be cuisine. Finally, Sparkles goes over tongue first, but can't get past through the needles. He rears back as his tongue is poked in.
My tongue!
The professor appears to have an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't take the sting. It pierces my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who could have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van doesn't go gentle into that good night. Disqualified. Therefore, glamour. Don't discount to thermosity.
This isn't the last you've seen of me. Now, excuse me. I'm going to that Steven Universe JoJo convention.
Before forcing you to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sparkle gracefully laps off a bowl of milk. I know. Yes, I'm a dog, and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calms my agitated tongue.
Next student, Ashley.
It's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange bloom Turkish delight with light rose watered syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Wow, she certainly knows how to cook. That's exactly doesn't sound that's too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. Perhaps I'd ask you to please refrain from eating it or attempting to eat it in any way. It's very fragile. It's meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Tinasaur? I told you, it's a design piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which means why I cooked, and I did an extremely good job cooking it too. Well, I didn't realize that we're having to have an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged for eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, the school for the hungry. Okay, you know what? No matter... No. Be gone. I suppose you could smell it, if you absolutely insist. But don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged.
You're disqualified.
Rage overtakes Aisling, and she finally can't keep her two-faced routine up. You don't know the high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Aisling storms off to rehabilitate herself, to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying any... Whoa, it just skipped! You haven't heard the last of me either. If this class gets any smaller, I'd be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders. Actually, wait. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, steps up together. Two chefs? What we begun as a delicious bowl of delicious macaroni cheese has something else. He examines it closely, sniffs, and eyes the bowl. Oh no, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere out of the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in the kitchen, you'd have gave me this thing, and completely blew me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious, so well balanced. It is so delicious, in fact, that everyone passed the class. You'll pass, and you'll pass, and you'll pass, and you'll get a pass. Okay, I get it. The Oprah thing was old. Even with the people with the fancy cars, they end up going to a lot of debt and they can't return it. Everyone gathered together and partake of the mac and cheese bowl, and it seems to transcend this reality into the next dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Aisling are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gazed upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sparkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could there be better than this one? And now with this school year is completed, and everyone has graduated, the students are returned from one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has completely recolorated in order to serve as the site of the school graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems upside down and cute and cozy. Alright, yeah! DJ Dog in the house! Oh, oh, hoo, hoo. You knew that Sparkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntamplist? Who says that you can't teach a dog new tricks? Well, hello! I like your outfit, and for you, you know what? That's something that Dex would wear. Van and Aisling tell everyone that they've completely committed themselves to righting the wrongs. So they did it while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another hunting. No ghosts are allowed in the at graduation. It is plain. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
Oh, I was never really a ghost. It was all a part of a trick for you to get to notice me.
Oh, amusing.
Yeah, now that everyone's together.
It's the spork monster, and he seems to totally mellow out.
Everyone, the spoke monsters no more. From here on, I prefer that everyone refers to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he had said, but everyone seems too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, Keanu Reeves walks off. Okay, that's another passable outfit. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It is like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but absolutely for a good reason. Walking the red carpet, you see perched upon his dirty chef hat, a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So, we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it's the least we could do for school's dean. Aww. Oh, I get it. And now that we got the new ring in school, not only to honor the educating son of the chamberlain of such and such. Miriam, will you be my lady king? What an incredible true event. An offer to join the royal family. It seems like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure. If he even knows. But either way, crown and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do in my life. A twist on a twist. So much more 3-day universities to attend to. So many tiny foods to manipulate. Yes. Okay, you know what? Basically, yeah. She wants to create a tiny food that is so pitiful and small that it's enough to blow away when you sneeze. Oakley dokley. The music, the music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electric hissing. It's Clint. He arrived late at the dance. Now that I graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing that talking thing. I am Clint, and I'm not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? I feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. The portal opens up, and Clint disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders appears. Okay, you know what? This is kind of what I look like. This is kind of how I dress on my normal lazy day. Minus the red pen.
Howdy. Let me try this again. Howdy, classmates. Shoot. Just like the first day you've met him, he had to come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it wasn't enough to give them a basket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out there and buy my chicken. The end? What? 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 Come on. That's it? No, it can't be the end. As everyone feeds on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Dinosaur, what are you doing sitting here all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a trendy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning, just to name a few. It's truly my lucky day. Actually, wait, it's truly my lucky day. Would you like to dance with me? Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take the day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Dinosaur. Oh, how sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops in his tracks. Together? Well, I think this is something that I just need to do by myself. But who will help run your restaurant? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time here at school... Oh no, I gave it the bad ending. Shoot! I don't believe. Besides, your time here, do you think you have of running restaurants is the best path for you? Could it be you found a love connection, but failed at your respect as a chef? Can you live half your life with him? Will you be able to hear him? I suppose I could enroll in the pastry school. Oh my dear. Dinosaur. I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. But along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. And this has been Colonel Sanders. Okay. Wow. That was actually, this is a game, alright. And I'm sure, despite what I did, supposedly like a good choice, I think that's how it's meant to end. But hey, you know what? It's been fun while I had the chance to play. And besides that, this is Tim Jordan, and thank you for watching Tim After Dark. And have a good night. Till another time.